And good morning, sports sim fans everywhere. Kurt Berglund here with another game in my 1973 Mets replay using Pine Tar Baseball. Find out more about Pine Tar at ttlbaseballgame.com. ttlbaseballgame.com. Today is May 12th in 1973 in the Mets season. They are continuing a series at Three Rivers Stadium against the Pittsburgh Pirates. They lost yesterday's game 1-0, which means that they have fallen out of first place by 1/2 game, and they're going to try and get back into first place today. Their record is 16-13. This is game 30 about to begin. The lineups for today. Leading off at third base for the Mets, Wayne Garrett. Batting second, these are my lineups, by the way. I do not do as played. I just don't. Batting second at second base, Felix Mian. Batting third in right field, Rusty Staub. Batting fourth in center field, Willie Mays. Batting fifth in left field, Cleon Jones. Batting sixth at first base, for the injured John Milner, is Ed Kranepool. Batting seventh, catcher Jerry Grody. Batting eighth, shortstop Bud Harrelson. And batting ninth, the pitcher, who is, as you can see, a bee on the road, is Jerry Koosman. For the homestanding Pittsburgh Pirates. And leading off in right field is Gene Clines. Batting second, doing the catching today, Manny Sanguillen. Batting third in center field, Al Oliver. Batting fourth in left field, Willie Stargell. Batting fifth at first base, Bob Robertson. Batting sixth at third base, Richie Hebner. Batting seventh at second base, Rennie Stennett. And batting eighth at shortstop is Gene Alley. Batting ninth and doing the pitching today is Bob Moose. And as you can see, Bob is a B at home, at least for the first two trips through the order. All right, we're ready to go. Mets need a win, try and get back into first place. And Wayne Garrett gets them started. The pitch to Wayne Garrett from Bob Moose. Here's a ground ball to short. That's Gene Alley. He comes in a few steps and throws to first. And that's one down. Batting second, second baseman Felix Mian. And Felix, we have a range check. An early game range check. Felix hits it to right field. That's Gene Clines. Gene Clines cannot make the play. It drops in for a single for Felix. And the Mets offense needs a little bit of a jump start. One run in their last 18 innings is all that the Mets have been able to do. Rusty Staub now up. Ball two. He takes ball two. And the pitch from Moose is a fly ball to center. That's Al Oliver drifting back a few steps, but he's got plenty of room, and that's two down. Willie Mays steps in against Moose, and he walks him. He walks Willie. There's two on and two outs. Mian is on second. Mays is on first, and left fielder Cleon Jones is batting, and he takes a called third strike, and that retires the side in the first. Go to the bottom of the first. No score. Gene Clines leads off against Jerry Koosman. And Clines hits a ground ball to second. That's Felix Mian. He throws to Kranepool, and there's one down. Next is Sanguillen. And Manny hits a fly ball to right. The free swinger hits one to Rusty, who's in a few steps, and makes the play. That's 2 down in the first. Al Oliver draws a walk. Al Oliver takes ball 4, and that puts Willie Stargell up for the man on first. Not a good combo for the Mets. And Willie takes ball 2. More nervous now. Ball 2, no strikes. Willie swings, and Koosman's gonna dodge a bullet. Fly ball to right. Staub is back, drifting, and makes the play. We're scoreless after 1 at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh. Eddie Kranepool leads off against Bob Moose in the top of the second. And Kranepool hits a grounder to short. Alley on a hop throws and gets him. Grody with 1 out. And Jerry hits a ground ball to second. That's Rennie Stennett. And pitching check. He still throws him out. And Bud Harrelson with 2 outs, trying to get something going. Harrelson hits a fly ball to right. It's not deep. Kleins comes in a few steps and makes the play. That retires the side in the second. Koosman takes the mound in the bottom of the second. Bob Robertson. Range check for the Mets. Robertson hits it hard, as he usually did. 92, ground ball to third. That's Garrett. He makes the play and throws on to first. 1 down. Hebner. Richie Hebner hits a ground ball to Kranepool. Kranepool gloves it, and he's going to take it himself for the second out of the inning. Nobody on. 2 outs for Rennie Stennett. And Rennie hits a ground ball to second, and that's Felix Mian. That retires the side, and we are scoreless through 2. The Pirates weren't hitting the cover off the ball yesterday either, and so they're both looking to get things going. Jerry Koosman bats righty, and he will face Moose. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That's 1 down in the third. Wayne Garrett. And Waino draws a walk. He draws a walk. And now they've got a chance to do something here. Garrett's on first. Mian. The pitch to Felix. And he hits a base hit. It's a base hit for Felix. Left field. Garrett's going to tempt fate. He's going to try Stargell. He's going to make it to third. And Stargell's throw goes into second. First and third for the Mets. Mian is 2 for 2. And Staub is at the plate. Rusty, the chance to put the Mets in front. There's 1 out. Runners at the corners. And the pitch to Rusty is a fly ball to left. That's Stargell again. He's got room. But Garrett's going to tag. And he's going to score. Sacrifice fly for Staub. And the Mets are on top 1-0. Mian retreats to first. Billy Mays steps in. And a grounder to third. That's Hebner. Hebner's going to throw across to Robertson. And that will retire the side, but the Mets break on top. And score the first run of the ball game. They're leading 1-0. Gene Alley against Koosman. And Allie hits a fly ball to left. That's Cleon Jones for 1 down. Bob Moose steps in now against Koosman. And Bob Moose draws a walk. Wow. Okay. The Pirates have a runner on via base on balls. And Gene Klein's singles to left field. That's Cleon Jones. Bob Moose is going to stop at second. There's runners at first and second with 1 out for Manny Sanguillen. Koosman in his first jam of the ball game. That was the first hit of the game for the Pirates. The pitch to Manny is ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And we've got an error check for the Mets. Let's see where Manny hit it. 43. He hit it to third. That's Wayne Garrett. And Garrett can't handle it. That's an error on Garrett. That's going to load the bases. That's going to load the bases for the always dangerous Al Oliver. Mets are going to play at double play depth. There's 1 out in the inning. Willie Stargell is on deck. And Oliver swings and misses at a Koosman changeup. There's 2 down. And that means Willie has a chance with the bases loaded. The pitch to him, ball 2. I still don't like this. Ball 2 to Stargell. The pitch from Koosman is a comebacker right to Jerry. He's going to snag it and throw to Cranepool. And the Mets escape a bases loaded with 1 out situation and allow no runs. After 3, the Mets lead 1-0. Cleon Jones, who struck out in the first against Moose, Ed Cranepool, and Jerry Grody are up this inning for the Mets. And Jones lines a base hit. Base hit for Cleon. Cranepool's up. And the pitch to Ed. Is a ground ball to second. It's a ground ball to second. That's Stennett. Alley, Robertson, double play. 2 gone quickly for the Mets in the 4th. And Jerry Grody steps in. And he lofts a fly ball to center. That's Al Oliver coming in a few steps and makes the play. After 3.5, the Mets lead 1-0. And it's Robertson, Hebner, and Stennett coming up for the Pirates. Robertson swings and misses at a Koosman curveball. That's 1 down. Richie Hebner, Richie Hebner coming to the plate. And Richie does a walk, I believe. No, he lifts one to center. My bad. Willie Mays back a few steps. And there's 2 down. Rennie Stennett with 2 down and nobody on for the Pirates. The pitch to Rennie. He swings right through a Koosman fastball, and that is strike 3. Koosman doing what needs to be done. After 4, it's Mets 1, Pirates nothing. Bud Harrelson leads off against Bob Moose. The pitch to Bud is a fly ball to center. That's Al Oliver. And Bud is now 0 for 2 on the ball game. Jerry Koosman steps in against Moose. And Jerry lifts a fly ball to left. That's Willie Stargell in and makes the grab. That's 2 down. And Wayne Garrett against Moose hits one to Oliver. Second chance of the inning. And he makes the grab. After 4.5, it's still Mets 1, Pirates nothing. Gene Alley leads off the 5th for the Pittsburghs. It's Alley, Moose, and Kleins. And Gene hits a fly ball to left. That's 1 down as it lands in the glove of Cleon Jones. Bob Moose hits one to Jones as well. And Cleon's going to have just as much luck with this one. 2 down. And up comes Gene Kleins, the leadoff hitter. He's 1 for 2 today. The pitch to Gene is a ball 4. He takes ball 4, and Kleins is on with 2 outs. Manny Sanguillen steps in. And the free-swinging Manny Sanguillen hits a fly ball to right. And this one's going to land in Staub's glove. And that retires the Pirates in the 5th. Mets cling to a 1-0 lead going to the top of the 6th, where it will be Mian, Staub, and Mays. Mian is 2 for 2. Looking to start another rally. And he just might. That's a base hit for Felix Mian. He was 3 for 3 today. Rusty Staub is 0 for 1 with a sac fly. He drove in the Mets' only run back in the 3rd. Rusty swings at the Moose offering and hits one to center. That's Al Oliver. In a few steps and makes the catch. Willie Mays is 0 for 1 with a walk. Steps in now against Moose. And he strikes out. 2 down. Cleon Jones, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. He singled in the 4th. Felix Mian still camped on first base. And it's a grounder to 3rd. Richie Hebner throws across to Robertson. And that retires the Mets in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And Al Oliver, Willie Stargell, and Bob Robertson are set to try and do damage against Koos. Ground ball first. Yep, that's a ground ball to first. That's Cranepool, who's going to flip it to Koosman for 1 down. Willie Stargell, 0 for 2 today. Has been in a position to do damage and has not. Ground ball to 3rd, that's Garrett. By the line, crosses over and makes the throw to Cranepool for out number 2. Bob Robertson, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And Bob hits a ground ball to Garrett. Garrett to his left this time and makes the throw to Cranepool for out number 3. We're going to the 7th. And the Mets really would like an insurance run or 2 or 6. Facing Bob Moose, Cranepool, Grody, and Harrelson. Cranepool's 0 for 2. Base hit for Cranepool right back at Moose, and he is on. Grody at the plate. Pitch to Jerry. And Grody drives one to the gap. This one is trouble. It's going to split Oliver and Stargell and go all the way to the wall. Cranepool is going to make 3rd. Stargell retrieves it. Are they going to wave Cranepool? Yes, they are. They're waving Cranepool. And he's going to try and score. Stargell to Alley. Alley to Sanguian. And the throw is not in time. And Grody drives home Cranepool all the way from first base. It's 2-0 Mets. That's going to get the Pirate bullpen going. Let's see what they're going to do here. It's going to be Bruce Koosman and Ramon Hernandez warming up in the Pirate bullpen. Double-barreled action. Nobody's out. Jerry Grody's on second for the Mets. Bud Harrelson steps in. Does he get the bunt sign? He's 0 for 2 today. No, he doesn't. He hits a ground ball to second, which is going to be just as good because Stennett's going to throw to Robertson and move Grody to third. Koosman steps in. Pirates are going to play in. Koosman's pretty bad with a bat, but he can bunt. Is the squeeze play on? That's the question. Grody takes his lead. Koosman squares to bunt. And he does not get it done. Grody's going to be out at the plate. From Bob Robertson to Manny Sanguian, 3-2 if you're scoring at home, and Al Red Sox fan is exactly right. You should score at home. It is good for the brain. And, however, the Mets don't score on this one. Koosman makes it to first on the fielder's choice. Grody is out at home, 3-2. Garrett steps in with 2 outs. Bob Moose trying to get out of a jam. And he's gonna. A ground ball to second. That's Stennett. And Stennett's gonna go to Robertson for the out. But the Mets score their second run of the game on a double by Jerry Grody. And now lead 2-0. Is that gonna be enough? We don't know. Bottom of the 7th. Hebner, Stennett, and Alley are due. Ground ball to third. That's Garrett. 1 down for Pittsburgh. Rennie Stennett is 0 for 2 today. The only man with a hit for the Pirates is Gene Clines back in the 3rd inning. Pitch to Rennie is a breaking ball, strike 3. And Alley will come to the plate. With 2 outs, he's 0 for 2. A couple of flyouts to Cleon Jones is all he's got to show for his day. And it's a ground ball to short. That's Bud Harrelson. He's in a step and throws across to Cranepool, and that retires the Pirates in the 7th. We go to the 8th, getting late. Bob Moose still on the mound. Felix Mion is 3 for 3 today, looking for a 4 for 4 day. The pitch to Felix is a shot, but that's Stennett. Rennie makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Rusty Staub is 0 for 2, but has a sacrifice fly to his credit in the 3rd. And Rusty grounds 1 to third. That's Hebner. And that's 1 down. 2 down, 2 down. And Willie Mays, 0 for 2 with a walk and a whiff. And Willie hits a fly ball to left. This is Willie Stargell, and he'll make the play. And that retires the side in the 8th for the Mets. So the Pirates are in the bottom of the 8th. They've had 5 base runners, 3 walks, 1 for Kleins, 1 for Oliver, and 1 for pitcher Bob Moose. And they've had 1 base hit, Gene Kleins, and they've had 1 man reach on an error by Wayne Garrett. That's Manny Sanguillen. But they have no runs to their credit. They trail 2-0, and they're looking to get something going here in the bottom of the 8th. Moose is due to lead off. He will not bat. Dave Cash is going to come to the plate and bat for Bob Moose and try and get a spark going for the Pittsburghers. Dave Cash lines a base hit right up the middle, and he's on. That's going to get action in the Mets bullpen. It'll be Parker and McGraw warming up for New York. Kleins steps in against Koosman. 1 for 2 today. He walked as well. And that is a ground ball to Harrelson. Harrelson to Meehan to Cranepool. And I'd call that a major double play. 2 down in the bottom of the 8th, and nobody on for Manny Sanguillen. 0 for 3 today. The pitch to Manny is an error check. We have an error check. Manny hits it hard. And it's at Rusty Staub. Rusty Staub cannot make the play. It's off his glove. Manny takes first base on the error. Manny's reached twice on an error today. And he's on first. Al Oliver steps in. Koosman to the belt. Checks Sanguillen. The pitch to A.O. is a swing and a miss on a breaking pitch by Koosman. He's out of the 8th. He's out of the 8th. The Mets go to the top of the 9th, and they lead 2-0. A couple of changes for Pittsburgh. Let's see how they're going to do this. Cash is out. We pinch hit for Moose. He's out. They're not going to leave him in the game. Bruce Koosman is going to pitch the top of the 9th. He is a B pitcher. Oh, my bad. He's a starting pitcher only in 1973. So that's not a solution. Let's see. What are they going to do here? It's going to be Ramon Hernandez coming on. Hernandez is an A, as you can see at home. And he is on to face the Mets in the 9th. The Mets, for their part, will bring up Cleon Jones, Ed Cranepool, and Jerry Grody. And if anybody gets on, Bud Harrelson is due. Cleon is 1 for 3 with a strikeout today. And Cleon just lined a base hit to center field. A Texas leaguer right in front of Al Oliver. And that puts Cleon on first base. Cranepool is due. He's 1 for 3. He scored a run back in the 7th. And they're going to ask Ed to lay one down. And he does. He does lay one down. This one is to Hebner. Hebner makes the play across to Robertson. I'm sorry, to Stennett, who covers first. And that moves Cleon Jones to second base. Jerry Grody doubled and drove in Cranepool in the 7th. He's 1 for 3. The pitch to Jerry is a swing and a miss. Bud Harrelson to face Hernandez. They're going to try and, yeah. They're going to walk Harrelson intentionally and pitch to Koosman. Is Koosman going to be allowed to bat? There's 2 on, 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Koosman's throwing a shutout, a 2-hit shutout. He is going to be allowed to bat. And the pitch to Jerry. Probably shouldn't have had Cranepool bunt on that one. Probably a bad move on my part. Yeah. Fly ball to center field off Koosman's bat. Oliver's coming in and does make the play. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th with the Mets leading 2-0. Willie Stargell coming to bat, very fortunately, with no men on. Tug McGraw and Harry Parker are throwing in the Mets bullpen. The pitch to Stargell is a ball 1. And the second pitch to Stargell is a swinging strike 3. Koosman's got enough gas to get him by. Willie Stargell, 1 down, and Bob Robertson is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Bob hits one to left, and Cleon Jones drifts back. Whoa, it's a little further. He makes the catch near the wall. And there's 2 down in the 9th, and Richie Hebner comes to the plate. 0 for 3. 0 for 3 today. And Hebner hits a grounder to second. That's Felix Mion. Felix throws to Cranepool, and the Mets are back, I believe, in first place. I'll have to check. But at any rate, the Mets win the ball game 2-0. They are now 17-13 after 30 games. The winning pitcher is Jerry Koosman. The losing pitcher, Bob Moose. There is no save. Koosman went the whole way on a 2-hitter. The line score for the Mets, 2 runs on 7 hits, and they committed an unsightly 2 errors. For the Pirates, no runs. The Lumber Company, no runs. 2 hits, both singles, and they committed no errors. So 17-13 on May 12th for the 73 Mets. Not bad after 30 games. Tomorrow, May 13th, will be Luke Walker. Luke Walker pitching for left-hander, pitching for the Pirates against the Mets. George Stone, a left-hander for the Mets. Hope you'll join us. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in Pine Tar Baseball, please check out ttlbaseballgame.com. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Pretty much on a daily basis now. We're going to be doing the 73 Mets replay. I've got a few more thank you videos to do this month. coming up for folks that I've enjoyed their channels and enjoyed watching their baseball sims as well. So that's where we are for today. Mets win 2-0. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.